Hello, my name is Gio, and today I'm going to be your instructor to create this a sculpture of a flag made on air with dry clay, air dry clay. We want to glue it here, and we want to paint the background that is going to simulate that is fireworks. Okay, so let's start. Okay, can you please pin the surface? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we want to start working with the white canvas. I choose a square one, but you can choose any size that you want. Okay, and we want to do first this, so that way we want to let the paint to dry. And that way, when we end our project, this will be dry to gluing on top of the canvas, okay? So here I'm using these two colors. I'm using red and I'm using blue. I suggest you to have a surface, paper or something that you don't mind to get stains, because this not only is going to do it inside the canvas, for sure it's going to spread a little bit out. So please take that into consideration. So I'm going to start with the color red, okay? I'm going to take any brush that you want, have your water, and have your towel to clean your brush as soon as it's ready. And I'm going to use this one, okay? Get some water, open the paint. And this here is enough. You don't need a palette or anything, just add water here to make it liquid, very liquid, and start. Look, this is a system where you can kind of like do that. You are cleaning, you know, and the painting start to go to the canvas. Or you can add more water, okay, and just do this, okay, like a big with your thing, like I do doing this. Try to do it more like this, so that way it's not going to spread everywhere. As you can see, we have little paint here, okay. And put as much paint as you want, okay? Remember, this is your project. Have fun. But yes, it's good to start with this first. Let's put more water. Okay. I'm using here this technique, but if you want to, that you feel like you want to paint or do something on top, do it. It's your project. I like this technique because it makes it look like when you see the fireworks in the sky. So I think it's just great. Okay, now I'm going with the other color. I'm kind of happy with this, like this. I'm gonna clean this here, and this just put it back here. Okay, tap a little bit and then just close it. Always have a paper towel or something handy. Okay, so that way it's not that messy. Now we clean our brush, because I'm going to use the same one to do the blue one. And again, I don't need a palette color or anything. I'm just using the paint that is in the leaf, and I just put in water here and just mix it like this. This is to a stick, but you can try. Okay, this is one where I just doing this, as you can see, with the brush, or you can do it like this too. Just get a lot and just imagine like you have a little magic wand and just put it on. So here, just let it like that. Don't mix it or do anything, because if not, you want to make a purple background, okay? We want to be seeing the blue and the red. And if you want to add more colors, because of course, this day, there's a lot of colors on the fireworks, but I want to keep the colors related with the flag, but it's up to you if you want to add other colors. Okay, I think it's good for me like this. I'm gonna put this back again, close, clean. And we want to put this to dry, okay, while we work on with the clay. Okay, now we don't need the paint and the brushes. Now the water, make sure to dry your brush. Don't let it on water because it will damage. So just clean it and put it in dry. Now let's work with the flag. And I'm going to have this here as a reference, so that way you can see what we are working with, okay? I use my hands, and this is like a patient project where you're gonna make, you know, these tiny circles and the lines. I'm not using any tool here to cut anything. All the shapes, we wanna make it by hand, okay? And another important aspect here is that you need, I asked to have extra bag, like a Ziploc bag, to keep your leftover clay. So that way you can use it in another time in case that you don't use it all. So it's good for you to tape it, and that way you can use it in other projects, okay? So have an additional one. So let's start with the base, where is going to be the blue and the red. And other things that I have that you will notice is that when you open your air dry clay, it's very soft, okay? Very, very soft. So make sure to knead it a little bit, okay? Work with, and that way it's gonna be more easy to work. At the beginning, when it's fresh, it's very, very sticky. But then if you let it too much time outside, it will get dry, and then we'll get a point that it's not gonna be easy to work with. So I'm gonna use this, okay? We can use the scissor if you want, and I'm gonna cut a little bit, okay, for what will be the stars that go on the blue, and I'm gonna use this for the rectangle. So let's start. So let's pretend that you have this bowl, okay? How we make this a rectangle? So here is where you wanna start to mold your clay, okay, and stand it. You can use a little roller pin if you want, but I didn't ask that on the supply because I want you to learn to shape with your hands any shape, you know, for triangle, rectangles, square, circle. So you don't need, but you can cut it if you want to. You can just stand it as much as you can. And then if you want a perfect rectangle, you can use the scissor and make it. So as you can see, moving the piece, try to not let it on the surface because you don't want your piece get stuck on the surface. So always make sure that while you are standing, flip it and make sure that the piece is not, and at the same time, you are standing. So as you can see, I'm using my fingers while I extend it, and at the same time, I'm making the shape, the rectangle shape. I asked for 2 backup plates because, as you can see, there's no moth. And if you want to make a bigger project, you can use 2 packets. And when you join the colors or create a new color, you have more. Okay. Okay, I think I like it like this. It's very similar, the same size as this one. Okay. Okay. So just check. Okay, this is my rectangle, the base of my flag. So now we want to do the same, okay, with the blue one. The blue one is going to be now, we want to cut the blue to make, and again, when it's very, very fresh, you can see it's important to you to knead it. Okay, and this we want to use just a little bit because it's just only for this surface. So I guess this amount will be enough. So I'm gonna return this to the little packet. Okay, this is important so that way you can use this in another project. And like a little package, I'm going to tape it. Okay, I will tape it so this way it will not dry. Okay, you can use it later for another project. So let's do the same thing. Let's part for a little circle. Okay, and now we're going again. I'm using this, okay, my fingers like this, and we want to create another rectangle where the star is going there. I'm going to use this leftover for the star. I think it's fine. And while you do that, check the proportion that you're not doing your blue part too much, and be careful to not place it because it's so sticky that it will get stick on this one. So you want to make sure that when it's ready to place it on this one, you have the size that you want to put on top. Because it's going to be very difficult to remove ones that they stick together. So let's check. This is almost like this. I'm taking this one as a reference. I'm going to stand a little bit more. And here, I can use when I use the scissor to show you, okay? How you can make a perfect square. Just like if you have a piece of paper, just cut, okay, cut here, cut here, and then here. Okay, let me remove this. You can use this leftover for other things. And now here I have a perfect rectangle that is the same size like this one. And now here I'm going to place it on top of the white surface, okay? And just stand it a little bit. Here you don't need any glue or anything because it's clay with clay and it's very fresh and they will just attach very well. Just make sure that the white one, be mindful to lift it. So that way it doesn't stick on the table, okay? Okay, we have our base. And again, if you think it's too wonky like this, you just already saw how you can use the scissor to make perfect shape, but I like it like this. I'll show you how to cut the blue one so that way you know how to use it. Okay, now let's make what is the stars. And the star is pretty much, as you can see here, is tiny little circles, tiny little dots that I did. So just cut very, very tiny as you can. Okay, and just start to place it in the blue area, okay? There's not going to be exactly, I think the 50 that I have, but you just put as many you can fit and try to do it, you know, that you can see 3, 4, 5. Try to make the same amount in every. And try to put it straight. And remember, once that you stick it, it's going to be very difficult to remove it. Okay, so for this one, I have 3, 5. So let's see how many can we fit at the bottom. And again, it's very, very, very tiny bit of clay. Okay. Here you have to work with your hand. So go the second one next to it and try to put it. Here you need to work your concentration and patience, okay? So try to put each star, that in reality there's tiny circles, okay? Next to the other one, and not too close so that way they will not get together. And try as much as you can to do it the same side. But if not, it's okay. Remember, this is your project and you are here to have fun, to enjoy working with this medium. So we're not looking for perfection here. We're looking for joy, and whatever you do, I guarantee is going to look like the American flag. So for mine, because I think I'm using the circle too big, instead of 4 like I did in this demo, I'm going to use only 3 here. But again, you can make the rectangle bigger, and that way the blue rectangle will be bigger and you can fit more stars. Okay, 2 more. As you can see, look, my stars, they're not all the same size. They're pretty irregular. In fact, I put another one on top of the other one because it was too small. Now it looks much better. And perfect, that's it. Okay, so again, lift, okay, make sure it doesn't stick on the table. And other important thing is like you have to wait at least 24 hours to let this piece to be totally dry in order to glue it here on the canvas, okay? So now let's go. Okay, we have some leftover white here, and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to very tight, but that way we don't waste material and you can make something else later. Okay, now let's work with the lines. Okay, so again, we'll take it out. It's very fresh. Okay. And here it's pretty much like if we are working with Play-Doh. Okay, so take a little bit. As you can see, I didn't make one. In fact, I have to join and put together even 2 at the same time. So that is not perfectly straight. Okay. Okay, use this 2 finger, okay, and start to just run like this and make this little like I'm working with cold thing. Okay, like this. Try to make it as thin as you can, thin, very thin. And it's okay, if they break, don't worry, because you can just join at some point, put it together. For example, this one is long enough. I'm gonna put it here at the bottom. Okay, and then very gentle, I put it on the top and I just tap, 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 and it's there. And then with the scissor, when I lift this, I can cut those edges. And I can use this one to make the next one. Okay, let me take a little bit more, another one. And again, sometimes we want is enough, but you can use both. And again, if they break, it's fine because you can, you hold one string and try that it's even, okay? That's why it's important to do it all the way. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I think it's good enough. I think this one will fit here. And if not, you can try to stretch it too. And remember, tap, 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 tap. Ooh, you see, I'm a little short here. It's okay. I can make a tiny one here and complete it. There's something, this one, that with just one finger, it will do the work. Okay, and now here, I'm gonna cut the edges. Perfect. Now, let's make the other one. So again, you get one and just put it on the surface and start rolling. You can hold for one string. Okay. There's part that is going to be thinner than other ones, but it's okay because you can get to that part and try to make it even. So let me show you, in case that you cannot do one long, how we'll combine. Just break it like this. Put one piece here. Okay. Look, this one gets stick on my hand and break, but it's okay. Tap, 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 tap. And now I'm going to make once again. And always remember to leave this guy so that way it will not deflect, so that way it's not gonna. This thing is very, as you can see, it's like a rubber band, okay? So I invite you that before you start working with the project, it's good that you explore the material and all the things that you can do while it's fresh. And then when it's totally dry, you can paint on it, you can use marker, you can use acrylic, and add details and things if you want. When it's fresh, you can even mix colors and create your own colors. So let's see. So I have this one and I'm going to join it with this one that it didn't complete here. Just start there and then again tap, very gentle and carefully tap, 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 tap. Okay. If you want to have more control, you can make this project 2 times bigger, and you will not feel that you are working so in miniature. But I think it's a good exercise to, like I say, working with the medium, sculpting, and patience. So just take your time and explore all the things that you can do with this material. So I can make this a little longer. Tap, 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 tap. The lines is what will take you more time, but it will work. You can see I just using even just one finger to do the rolling. It's like a rolling extend, rolling extend. And just check. You will see, oh, here is thinner than here, and you just go to that part, give it a little rolling, and that way you will make it even, okay? So I'm gonna do this one here, join it with that one, tap, 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 and keep going. Okay, so now I'm cutting here. Okay, and this leftover, I will put it here. And just keep making. It's easy if you work like a small, but like I said, practice patient and you can make the entire line. I can add more, undo this. And again, start very gentle. Don't smash the clay on the surface, okay? You can hold the one extreme, as you can see. Okay. And if they break, it's fine because you can still use both parts. So, just like I say, they will join easy. Okay, now I'm going to put this one here. And again, tap, 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 tap. In fact, these lines, I think, are more straight than the demo one. And I'm going to use this leftover to put it here to start the short part here. Okay. Let's see how many lines still can I fit there. And one finger. There's another one that with one finger you use all the extensions to just rolling. Okay. You will find your own tricks to do the things when you practice or start to do things. There's kits that bring a little tools to modeling too, but in this one, I just want you to use your hands. Okay, look, we have this here, this one here. I'm going to use this leftover here. And yes, I'm going to cut it here because this part stopped being aligned. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, you may find with mistake like this, where the stripe meet the other one. No, but it's okay. Like I said, there's no wrong, there's no right. I will put the thing here. And in this part, as you can see, let me show you what can qualify as a mistake that's supposed to not happen, but happen, and it's okay, okay? That this line is so thin, the clay that get already into the white one that I cannot remove it. But it's okay, that doesn't bother me. I still love my project. So this kind of thing always happen when you are creating and doing something. So please don't discourage yourself to stop doing what you're doing just because a part of the project didn't go how you like. So that is no reason to say, no, you can start over if you want, it will be more practice, but don't dismiss what you're doing. Because I think that when we are creating, there's no mistakes, okay? We are learning, tap, 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 tap. Okay. I think 2 more lines, I think can fit there. And then we will make the base. And that's it. Let's see. Using. Okay. Okay, so this one, look, I don't have to join it, just make sure that it's next to the blue thing. And once that you put it, tap, 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 and it's there. Okay, let me leave. Let me cut. Okay, and I have one more. So I'm gonna use this leftover here. And I just will make half. And that way the flag will be ready. Okay. Okay, so I will put here, tap, 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 this, and cut. So if you want this kind of look perfect, you know, I like it this way, you can use the scissor. I'm gonna make it just in one side because I like the curvy thing. But if you want to kind of make it all look very, very straight, you can see to just cut it and you will have it perfectly like that. But I don't want to do it on the rest because I like it with my wonky corner that they're not perfectly straight, but I'll show you in case that you want to make a perfect rectangle, okay? And look here, let me show you a little bit about the magic of this tool that here is gonna come, let's see what color can come. So you can see, even can create effect like a marble effect. Look how you see the pieces of red and blue. And if you are still needing, you will have another color. So play with your art supplies. So I use the red one. And again, if you have a lot of leftover, like in this case, pack it very tight, good tape, and then you can use this for another project. Now let me get the black one to make the this here. And we can check if our canvas is dry. No, mine is not dry yet. And let me show you. You can see that it's still fresh. So this may be ready in 1 hour, but this one is going to need at least 24 hours. On the next day, you would do the assembly, you know, the project. So here, I just need a little bit, but this, let me show you something here. So if we have, I think something like this is enough. Let me take all this out. Okay, I just only need a little bit. The ones that you open it, it's always good to knead it. You see how fresh it is. The texture is totally different. So now this is very sticky. So it needs to go to your hands treatment and get okay, like this. Okay, so take it, just doing something like this, make it easy to work. This one, you want to find when you open different colors, ones are more fresh and sticky to worse than other. And if that is the case, just do this and let it a little bit outside. So the stickiness, it will kind of go. And then it will be more easy to work. As you can see, this one is very, very creamy. But I want to show you how you're going to do when I'm going to put a piece of paper on top of this just to show you a little bit how it's going to be, how you want to do the assembled part when it is ready. So I'm going to put this piece of paper here on top. I'm going to splash a little bit. But of course, you want to let yours to totally dry, okay? This is what I did, like I put this a little bit on the splash, and look, we have something on paper. But remember, you have to let this completely dry. And let's pretend that it's already dry. This piece is already dry, and this is dry too, right? And you want to place your flag wherever you want. I put it in diagonal. Let's do this one as straight, but it's your design. Right now it's very fresh, so it can sit there. But in your case, on the next day, you want to put it like this. You want to put glue, okay? Because this is going to be totally dry. It's a different, texture when you have it fresh and when it's already dry. So I'm going to use the bag, or you can use the glue and put a little bit in every corner. Okay, like this. This has the things too, but, and I'm going to put it straight here. Okay. Let's pretend this is super dry, and when you assemble it, then you make your how is the name of this thing? Trying to find the correct name. I know the flag have parts, but I don't know all in English. But okay, this is la asta, the little stick next to the flag. Sorry that I don't know that name. As you can see, English is not my first language. So just like with the lines, you want to do the same. This is very sticky, and you want to put it, look, I wouldn't work with a clay like this that is too sticky, really, because whatever you try to do, it doesn't hold the shape, you know? So let me try to do it again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make it thicker. Okay. And longer. Okay, let's see. I want to work per pieces because long it's not, let's see, like this. And I'm going to cut. And I will put it here. So if the clay that you open is very sticky like this one, let it outside for a while, for a little bit. So I'm gonna stick it on the flag, okay? Not even in the canvas, in the flag, because it's so fresh that it's a stick there. And then here, you can do it long, you can do it short, thick, thin. It's your design, okay? If you want to add more things that you want to make on clay and glue it in the canvas, it's your call too. Okay, this is your project. As you can see, this is very sticky. So I'm trying to do my best to make a little bit more. So that way we have a longer, okay. Okay. Yeah, perfect. And even if you want to add words, you know, like whatever day you are celebrating, Memorial Day or USA, whatever you want to add, this is your art, it's your design, and you can do whatever you want. So remember, let it completely dry, the piece, and then you can glue it. And let the canvas dry too, so that way you can assemble and put the two pieces together. Okay, and now let me, okay, here, I'm going to pin myself. Oh no, yes, oh no, okay, remove pin, okay, and now, I know, it's how, okay. Okay, well, let me show you what we wanna work next week. Here, view speaker. Okay, we have the next project. In all my classes, I like to say what we wanna work next in case that you want to join me and come with me. So because summer is about to come, we wanna create this ice cream. And it's a kind of car ice cream thing where you're going to draw your favorite summer scene. For me, it's the beach. For you, maybe the mountain or any special place where you go, or something that you love to do on summer. So this is going to be our next project. I hope you like this project, and please don't forget to hashtag Make It With Michael or Michael classes. I would love to see your project, and thank you so much for joining to my class. Thank you. Bye. Gracias.